Hello, today I'll be presenting the Lab 1 video demonstration. First up is the RGB, then LAB, HSV, and YCBCR. We'll be splitting them into their respective channels. I've also made functions for Python so I don't have to repeat a lot of the commands to show and write for their names also. Some buffer keys to wait and destroy the windows. Alright, I'll run it first and I'll tell them what it's for. First is the original image. This is how it looks like. We cancel that. We can see that this is just to resize. It means we can resize the original image to whatever we want, preferably smaller. So I can't really move them because they're too small to move, and then the grayscaled image. And then for the RGB, you can see that original image is the from the color. You can see that for the green, it has some green in there, so that's why it outputted that way. It means to show there's some green in this color pattern, and then there's more red and not a lot of blue, so that's why it's so white. It's in its own spectrum. Even though we can't see it, the computer can detect the color shading. And then for the LAB, first is the L. L is just the luminance of how bright it is. A is the color difference. From green will be in the negative and red will be more. So from this we can see that there's more red in that apple, so that's why it's white. It has a higher value. And for the B, because there's not a lot of blue in that red apple, so that's why it's darker. It has lower values. And then the combined image, we'll get this. And then for the HSV, which is first the value is just the dark to color. The more color, it goes from dark to color. It all ends up dark if you mess with the value. And then for the saturation, is just to show that less saturation would have more of a faded color, and if more saturation, it would be a vibrant color. Then the hue is just a type of color. If you see the color wheel, then you just mess with the hue. It's the circular one, and then we mix them and we get the HSV. But next we have the YCRCB, which is this. For the Y part, it's the same as the L in LAB, just the luminance, the brightness. If you can compare, it's similar. Then for the chroma CR, which is chroma red, is the color difference. It means if there's a lot of red, it will be a bit faded. It shows the presence of the color red in the picture. And then the chroma blue, it shows the presence of the color blue in the picture. It's dark because it's a lower value. It doesn't have a lot of blue in it. And that's all for this demonstration. Thanks. See you later.